So, what is poppin', everyone? You already the title of the video, so let's go into this. So, I love to be creative. The number one way I'm creative is I like to do poetry. I love writing. So, I have my creativity book right here. I got this from Target. It was only $5. It was the Stony Clover Lane journal from the Target collection. $5. Bro, Stony Clover Lane is super expensive, and this is such a cute journal. It's a hardcover. I'm almost done with it. Let me see. Yeah, this is everything I've done, and this is what I have left. Literally, barely any. Barely any. So, next, I'm thinking of getting like a pink, like, you know, like a witchcraft? They have the journals. I want like a pink version of that. And that's where I want to do my poetry. I want to take it a little bit more seriously, I guess, but I don't know. But anywho, I was feeling pretty creative because I have been writing more poetry recently because I don't know, I'm in love, first of all, and not only am I in love, but I've just been more creative in general. So I've been more sober. That sometimes happens when I sober up is I try to get busy. So, you know, creativity is a great way to get busy because it takes a lot of time and effort, and a lot of brain power to distract yourself and preoccupy your mind instead of just thinking of something you're addicted to. And it doesn't have to be a substance. It could be shopping, it could be food, whatever the case may be. So, yeah. Speaking of shopping, Amazon Prime Day. Today's the 4th. Prime Day is the 8th to the 11th, and I'm already seeing deals and stuff, and this is why I don't have Prime, because I would go crazy. There was 3 items I really wanted, and they're all on a really good sale right now, like at least 10% off, and I had to text my roommate, like, hey, do you think this is financially responsible too? And then fill in the blank of what I want to purchase and the price and the discount and everything. And she was like, yes, it's financially irresponsible to get all that right now because you need to make sure you have money in the bank for all your bills for the month. Not buying things we don't, absolutely need. You know, like, use that money to, like, buy groceries or have a savings account or something, so got sidetracked, had to put that out there. But I love to express myself through poetry, and recently I wrote 6 different poems. Half of them are about friends and just my experience with mental illness, and then the other half is literally just about the man I'm in love with. So yes, so I kind of want to make like an album. I call them albums because I just think they're so fun to say it like that, of poetry. But I want to make like an album about me being 25 because I'm 25 and like all these poems are coming up. And so it's like the first half is going to be about like the love, and then I want to do something in the middle that transitions the love to talking about the other topics like the friendship struggles I've had and being mentally ill. So I was thinking in the middle it would be something along the lines of like being regulated now, and then at the end talk about like my tough past that I've recently had. So I don't know, it'd be kind of a way to transition it. And then like one of the songs to transition the love part to being regulated now is like, you love me despite my illnesses, or whatever I would call the title. I don't know, I love doing that. Does anyone else? And then like, I've never really shared my poetry with anyone. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that. I've thought of in the past just making videos and saying the poems I have in like a singy songy voice. Cause I do that for fun, just like improv songs from the poetry I have. So I can give you an example. I have to first. At first, this journal started off as like so many different. This was like just my creativity journal, but it turned into just a poetry book, which I really like the thought of just having a book for the poetry I have. So I'm trying to find. So this one is from December 27th, 2022. So a couple years ago. I've been kind of thinking, I'm gonna sing this, but I've been kind of thinking of putting out some poetry albums, just, I don't know, out there for someone to buy, and I don't even know what price I'd put it at or anything. I don't even know if I want to put it at a price. Like, I kind of like the idea of just having it like free for download on like Google Play and Apple Books. Just, I don't know, not because I'm saying my craft isn't worth any money, but just I want it to be accessible for all. So, I don't know, there's just a lot of thoughts I have right now, but I've had so much poetry I've done in the past 3 years that even with the albums I have, I could do like 5 different albums and then I'd still have a bunch of poems. So I feel like I would eventually want to put out like a In the Void vault and just all of the really dark, fucked out. Like this one that I'm about to read is like one of those darker poems. And then I want like a vault of just all the random things that like all the poems I wrote just think with no one in mind to ever read, but aren't as dark. I don't know what I would call that vault, but I like the In the Void vault. I like that idea. Then the other one is just like maybe like exclusive, or maybe like it could be called Locked Diary or something. I don't know. Or maybe it could be called like Opening the Locket, or I don't know. Anywho, we're gonna sing this one. But I like that idea. I don't know if I'd want to do my own website or what, but I like the idea of putting my poetry out there, having them in albums for some of them, and then if you want like the audio version, it would be me singing it. Not professionally at all, just a cappella. Like, I'll give you an example. So this one's dark, so trigger warning. I don't know what this is gonna say, but this is a very short poem as well, I think. Yeah, super short. Okay. I'm triggered all the time. Time for some lime crime. That's the type of hair dye I use. I haven't read this since 2022, so that's why I'm like pausing, because I don't know. I probably will think some of the lyrics are funny or something. I don't know, it's okay to be funny. Help, I want to laugh. I just want to live in a Barbie land where friendship lasts forever because we're that compatible. I want fellow fashionistas who love fashion, volunteering, working hard, being high maintenance and safe and trigger free to be around. I'm tired of thinking of darkness and my past or my social life. Damn, so much loneliness. Not even pink, not even drugs. So that was an example of, like I said, it's literally like freestyled singing. Like there's no really the albums I would probably put more thought if I actually like released that, especially if it was for money, like for profit. I would definitely put more thought into it, but I like the rawness of just having it be for like free or something, and then just freestyling it, because then that's like just um in case it wasn't obvious, I have bipolar. So that's where this free, like the freeness of things is like, that's the bipolar, I feel like. But I feel like poetry and freestyling poetry in a singy voice for the audio version is a very fun idea. And again, I don't know if I want to do it for profit, or maybe it's just like for YouTube. You know, it's like YouTube where I just do this stuff for free and for fun. But I don't know what platform I would do it in. I don't know if I just, because I've thought of just making videos of these things. But I don't know, that's also very nerve-wracking to like film it. Like, I don't know about all that. I also don't know if I'd want to do like ASMR, so I'd have to do like another channel or something, which I don't want to commit to. I feel like I'm already struggling to commit to this channel because I work full time, and I just, life is just full of so many things to do outside of this channel. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. Like, I don't make any money from this. And some of the videos I've made that are some of the most fun videos I like to make get copyrighted. Like the karaoke ones, a lot of times get copyrighted, and that makes me sad because I'm like, can anyone even see it if it gets copyrighted? Like, I don't know how that works. So but yeah, there's already 3 albums I've done in the past that are complete for like poetry wise. I call them albums because I just like, I'm not a producer. I don't know how to construct a song like that, but I like to sing and I like to do poetry. So for me, it's kind of like similar, but I'm missing some components of an actual song. Because I could think of some catchy lyrics and whatnot, but like the beats and the production aspect, I have no clue how to do any of that. And I don't necessarily want a producer either. Like, I would prefer to just learn how to do that on my own so I can really do what I want, but that just seems like a huge monster to tackle. So, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of just like the idea of putting my poetry out there and then just having the audio version be me freestyle singing it. Which that I would probably do for free, for sure. Where it's like, if you did buy the poetry, it's like you'd get the free audio along with it. Because if it is freestyled, I definitely don't want to have anyone purchase that. That just seems very sloppy, you know. Like these videos, like, I just freestyle them, if you will. Yeah, some of these are just very sad poems. Like, I just read a very short one that was like, I hate my life, I want to die, your life is better than mine. I have my dream aesthetic, but I still feel empty. Can't wait for the day when I'm finally free. Nicotine addict and a stoner, and until I'm free, I'll keep drinking. Like, that was also from like 2022, so like, that's not me right now. Please don't be concerned, but that is sad. That's what I mean by like, in the vault, the in the vault, in the void vault, stuff like that. I don't know if y'all are interested in that. I would probably have that be purchased because I just don't want it to be accessible for everyone. Like, I need that behind a paywall so that my enemies or whatever don't just look into that or whatever. I don't know. Um, this is another random poem. Peace, happiness, and love. I've been good despite waiting patiently. I need hope. Please complete my dreams sooner rather than later. I promise to stay grateful, kind, girly, and sweet. Not sure why I put girly there. But you know, that's what I wrote. This is another extreme. This is not even a complete poem, but it was like, I was just being nice and you were just trying to fight. This is so much fun. I'm gonna keep doing this. These are not the poems I'm talking about. These are just random ass ones I'm looking at. Like for instance, I have like much longer ones. Like this is one. Yeah, this is one whole poem. That would be something I would put like in a vault. This one's called Pink Glitter or something, or maybe it's called Good Vibes. I don't remember. I think I wanted to make an album called Pink Glitter, but then it just turned into some songs and I didn't finish the whole concept, so just called Good Vibes. But this would be something I would put like in the other vault where it's like, unless I wanted to complete the album, but I don't know. I don't remember this album. I don't remember if it was from the first three I did. Well, if this is something separate. Because I could come up with album concepts all day, every day. The titles and what the poem is going to be about. Like, I could do that all day. Oh my god. I have a whole... I used to work at Starbucks. And I have an entire poem about... Damn, this is long as fuck. This is how long it is. Like, it's... I'm not gonna show you because I can't. I only have two hands, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long. I worked there for 2.5 years. It was either like 2 or 2.5 years. I don't remember it. Then I have a freestyle of 23, and it's very cool too because I used to freestyle some songs where it's basically like I would just come up with the poem, if you will, on the spot while I sang it, and I would audio record it, and I have those on the Apple products I have. So I have a Google phone at the moment, but I have like a Apple Air laptop. I don't remember what those are called. AirBook or something. So this one's was whenever I was 23, I made a freestyle. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna sing it because it's like a full length one. Maybe I'll do another short one if I could find it. Okay, there's a couple of ones that I just put as random thoughts that are not complete. Like, this is one and this is one. So, they're not as short as the other ones or the one that I just did, but it's not super long either. It's not like, pages long or anything. Even 1 page, so, random thoughts. Okay, let me see. No, I gotta improv freestyle this. I'm not even gonna read it before and think of how am I gonna sing this. She talks and it sounds like she's singing. She walks past me and she smells like vanilla. She always dresses her best. She's Miss Pink, a true Barbie. Don't confuse her for just a bimbo. Like I said, I didn't read that at all. So. It's a funny song. It's a funny ass poem, I can't lie. Some of my lyrics are funny to me. Like, it's not to be taken too seriously, some of them. And this is the other one that's on this page. She Uber Eats instead of cooking because she doesn't like driving, nor does she like associating with people with morals that are too different than hers. That's the real reason she doesn't like spending time in her kitchen. Downstairs I have to interact with my family, but they aren't my tribe. I don't know. I wanted to do at least one lower register, because the higher one could be like na 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 na. I love that. I don't even know what to call that, but this is another. I'm gonna do two other ones that are just random. This one's called the Queen of Pop. I'm queer, still saying with tears down my face. Damn, what a bad day. Time to listen to some Ariana Grande. I can't wait to go home. The public can't accept that I'm a homo. And my job has the audacity to ask me what's up with all my no-shows. That was funny as fuck. You have to. Okay. This one is also a very short one. This will be the last one, and then I'll cut the video off or something. Smoking nicotine is cheaper than buying food, and people still ask me why I'm always in a bad mood. I get excited for free movies on YouTube. I work out to stay warm during the winter, to replace the warmth of the sun. I love when it's night because that's when I get to turn the lights on. I don't know. Alright, you guys. This has been a great time. I might do this again, where I just read that and just all the random little ones that I will not be releasing, I guess. I don't even know if I'm going to release any of them, but I don't know. These are just like the ones that are in my random vault of poems I've done, which are like, I don't know. I don't know how many poems I've done. Maybe 100. Maybe less than that. I don't know. I don't think it's been hundreds, but maybe 100. I don't know. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.